Oh, hey there. It's Tim Stoddart. Today is April the 7th. Today is also Friday. I feel good about that. Let's get right to it. Big things to talk about. Before we even get started, let's just say that I'm sure by now everybody's heard about the missile attacks in Syria. Let's all fucking hope to God and pray that nothing gets escalated, and let's just all get along. I don't want this to be a political show, so you're never really going to hear me talk about political events or opinions, things of that nature. But obviously that one has everybody's hairs on the back of their neck sticking up, so let's just all come together and hope that it turns out in the best possible outcome possible, and people can just stop fucking killing each other for no reason. On to the show. First and foremost, I don't know if any of you guys have been following the nightmare public relations that Uber has been going through. It couldn't have gotten any worse. Their CEO got caught screaming at some Uber driver. Apparently the sexual harassment allegations in the office are crazy. It's a terrible place to work. Everybody gets treated like shit except for the only people that are producing. So it's been very turbulent at Uber, to say the least. And now Uber's being accused of stealing even more technology. We got here on the New York Times. Uber denied claims from Waymo, the self-driving car company spun out of Google's parent company last year, that it is using driverless car technology stolen by a former Google employee. This is really bad. This is not a fight that Uber wants to have. Google's parent company is a company called Alphabet, and I mean, they own, I don't know, half the internet at this point. I think that's a really bad idea, and I think Uber should just kind of stay in their lane. They're making tons of money. I think that they're giving Lyft and other shared economy driving platforms a huge way to cut into their market, because believe it or not, people do like to shop with moral companies, and the more bad press that they're going to get, I think the more you're going to see people use different platforms, especially Lyft, because Lyft does a really cool thing with allowing people to tip their drivers and probably being a little bit more fair with their prices. So we'll see. What else we got here? It says, in its initial lawsuit, Waymo said that the supplier on email inadvertently copied in on blueprints of Uber's circuit board design for its LiDAR. I don't know what that means. Waymo said that Uber's designs bore a striking resemblance to its secret designs, and that part of the documents it claims Mr. Lewandowski stole pertained to its LiDAR designs. So LiDAR must be the patented technology. Uber said, however, that design is different than what it is actually developing. Of course they said that. Anyway, it's interesting. This is so silly. Uber completely changed the game. They could be a huge, awesome company that people love to get behind, and instead they're kind of shooting themselves in the foot. What's next? Mike Rowe, one of my favorite people. Mike Rowe, if by any crazy chance you're one of the 10 people that's going to watch this video on YouTube, please give me a shout, man. I listen to your podcast all the time. I've watched every episode of Dirty Jobs, and somebody's got to do it. I think the work that you do is extremely important, and Mike Rowe was just recently on the latest episode of The Art of Charm. The Art of Charm is a very popular podcast by a man named Jordan Harbinger, and Mike Rowe's episode was really important. So I'm going to put the link to this, but really this was just the catalyst for me to talk about something that Mike Rowe has been preaching for years, and that is within the millennial demographic, and obviously in the tech space, there's so many people rushing to be a part of it. Starting websites, and I'm guilty of this as well. I'll take any website job. I'll force people into this market because it's going to help my business. With that being said, there's almost 6 million jobs that people need to fill. And people don't want these jobs because they're skilled labor positions. Look, I did carpentry half my life. I grew up in Philadelphia, a real blue-collar town. I know tons and tons and tons of carpenters and welders and plumbers and mechanics and trash men and firemen and paramedics. These are great jobs. People make great livings. They get a fair pay for a fair day's work, amazing benefits that go through their whole family. Some of these jobs, I mean, I was reading a report that Caterpillar, the huge monster public company Caterpillar, says it has like a couple 100,000 jobs that they just cannot fill because nobody wants to do the work. And they're giving out like $100,000 a year for some of these jobs. This concerns me because there's so much going on in daily chatter, like need more jobs, but the jobs are out there, almost 6 million. So this report right here, the Labor Department's Bureau of Labor Statistics reported that there were a record 5.9 unfilled job openings in America as of the end of July. So that's July 2016. Unless you are a news junkie like myself, this number may well come as a surprise to you, and the reasons why we have such a huge number of unfilled jobs may also come as a surprise. With our official unemployment rate of 4.9%, we know that labor markets have improved significantly in recent years, meaning like the pay that labor workers can get. It's great that U.S. businesses are hiring, but these record numbers of job openings are also a sign that business owners can't find the skilled workers qualified to fill the jobs they have available. We'll find out why as we go along today. So I'll post the link to the podcast with Mike Rowe, but I'm also going to post this this study. I mean, what do you call it? This press release, survey, whatever, on advisorperspectives.com. It's very worrisome to me, and it's very important because skilled labor is a great way to live your life. Very high-paying jobs, very rewarding work, building things, using your hands, working with other people, focusing on safety. Like, this is all really, really important stuff. And we don't want to do it because we've convinced ourselves as a society that like these jobs are lower class jobs. It's complete bullshit. If you're watching this and you think, oh wow, I really want to do some great work, but I don't have any interest in working with computers, then don't work with computers. Welders make fuck tons of money. Carpenters make really great money. General contractors that start their own businesses. The man that taught me everything I know about carpentry had his own business for 30 years. He's built 2 additions on his home. He has a home at the Jersey Shore. He goes fishing on his own boat every weekend. Does whatever he wants, and he works his ass off, and he does great work, and he builds great houses. It's the same as anything else. Don't be afraid of skilled labor. That's what I'm trying to say. And finally, last but not least, on the lighter side of things, Casey Neistat, who is my all-time favorite YouTuber, has reopened his daily vlog. Casey Neistat had a vlog. I think he did like 400 daily episodes in a row. Created a monster YouTube channel. He has almost 7 million followers now on YouTube. Followers are a lot harder to come by than like Instagram or something. He's just a brilliant like storyteller and editor and vlogger. And he stopped his daily vlog because his company got bought by CNN. And I think he spent some time with his family. He talks about it in all of his videos. But I was excited to hear that he's starting his daily vlog again. This is episode 3. It's already 9 episodes in. I know I'm a little bit behind the 8 ball on telling you guys about this, but I think it's important because Casey Neistat quite literally changed the way that people make content on YouTube. It completely changed the way people make video content. He brought like a mid-level production mixed with amazing storytelling that's just super, super captivating. And he really paved the way for a lot of YouTubers now and that are still gonna come. This guy's he's gonna completely change social media and change the game forever. So keep him on your radar, Casey Neistat. I'm gonna post a link to his YouTube channel in the description below. that's all we got. Guys, do me a favor. Please subscribe. Most importantly, please leave a comment. I know I don't have a whole lot of followers on my YouTube channel yet, but I'm going to keep doing this because I think that this information is really important, and that hopefully I can meet some people and find some new people to interact with and grow my own brand. It's Friday. I'm taking the weekend off. I worked my fucking ass off this week, so I'll talk to you guys on Monday. Hit me up. Peace.